Hello and welcome back to the Bleeding LFC Red channel as we look forward to Liverpool's Premier League clash with Newcastle United on Monday evening. The match itself at St James's Park under the lights promises to be a fascinating encounter, with Eddie Howe claiming that he expects the atmosphere to be electric for Newcastle's first home game of the season. The atmosphere is likely to be heightened because of the situation with Alexander Isak and his links with a possible move to Liverpool. So that is likely to add some extra spice to the game. So looking at team news, we start with Newcastle United. Isak will not be available for the game. That was something Howe confirmed at his press conference on Friday. They've been boosted as well by the signing of Jacob Ramsey. He could make his debut, but it may be that he comes from the bench. Eddie Howe has also been boosted by the return to fitness of Joe Willock. It was expected that he would be out for longer, but he has returned to training. For Liverpool, there was some disappointing news with the fact that Jeremy Frimpong will now be missing with a hamstring injury until after the international break. Right back is a bit of a sensitive area for the Reds at the moment, with Conor Bradley having just returned to training and Joe Gomez back in the Liverpool squad and unable to play 20 minutes against Bournemouth, where I thought he performed well. But Slot confirmed at his press conference that Gomez hadn't been able to train for 3 successive days in a row, although he was subsequently pictured in training and is expected to be available for the match. So that seems to be the only issue from an injury perspective that Slot will face ahead of the encounter with Newcastle. In terms of the match, there's no doubt it will start at a frenetic pace, and it's very, very important. I think that Liverpool don't get emotionally involved in the atmosphere. Newcastle's strength remains in midfield with the likes of Tonali, Guimaraes, and Joe Linton, and as I said, boosted by the addition of Ramsey and Joe Willock returning from injury. And they still have players in attack that can cause problems in Anthony Gordon, Ilanga, Harvey Barnes. Whilst the omens appear to be in Liverpool's favour, with Newcastle not having beaten the Reds for 17 Premier League games in a row, they've lost 12 and drawn 5. The build up to the match is likely to be looking for a shock result, which could be Newcastle beating Liverpool or even a draw. Liverpool are the superior team, and one key factor that may have a positive influence on the game for them is the return of Ryan Gravenberch from suspension. So during pre-season, the Community Shield match and the Premier League opener against Bournemouth, Liverpool were really, really open and vulnerable to turnovers in possession and the counter-attack. So Gravenberch returning and restoring his partnership with Alexis McAllister will hopefully mean that there's more structure to the Liverpool midfield and cut out some of the threat that Newcastle have. Last year's game ended 3-3, a match that Liverpool probably should have won, but it was a fantastic game from start to end. I'm expecting more of the same. I think there'll be goals, and I'm going to go with Liverpool to edge it by 3-2. You can see my predicted lineup for the clash, which may be slightly different to what people are expecting on my channel. And come on, you Reds.